So the first app in this list is Shappky. This is one of the apps. It also works with Shizuku, by the way, but in this video, we are talking about some of the apps that supports root, and if your device is rooted, you definitely have to check out these apps. Shappky is one of the apps which I guess I have never shared this with you on this channel actually. So for example, if any app is running in the background, you cannot turn it off, you cannot force stop it, and if it is just opening again and again, you cannot freeze it for any reason. With the help of this app, you can do that with just one click. You can simply force stop or you can simply freeze almost every Android app. You can also freeze as many as Android apps you want with one click, and this is so useful if you need better performance, if you need more battery backup. In that scenario, that's just one of the best apps out there. You can even filter these apps, which apps you want to freeze with one click and so on. So make sure to check out that. The second one in this list is QuickSE. So if you want to change this SELinux status, we have by default in this case enforcing for most of the devices. If your device is actually, if you're running a proper right custom ROM, you might see enforcing. For some scenarios, for some cases, you need to set it to permissive. With the help of this app, it's possible. It's very easy. You also have the option for some other scheduling things. So you can auto toggle on boot, auto toggle on schedule, which is actually quite exciting in this case. So you can adjust the time and date, and this is just so good in this case. I mean, there are a lot of other options available. This app is actually not for everyone, but for the users who want to switch between enforcing and permissive sometimes, maybe after every reboot, maybe for installing some modules and so on that requires permissive, then you can use this thing for sure. But if you don't want to use it, you can simply skip this app and move on to the other one. But it's a very useful thing, so make sure you have to check this out for sure. You can the link is in the description for that. And moving on to the next one in this list, the app name is Hail. It also works with Shizuku also, but it has some other options too. But in this case, as we are talking about some rooted Android apps, so simply choose the root option. Suspend, lock, hide, etc. It's totally up to you. It's completely optional. But in this case, you can choose root. And after that, you have to select some of the apps. For example, I've just chosen these two. If I click here, both of these apps are now frozen in the background. Similar to the first app, which is Shappky, it's a different one. It's kind of same. Its functionality is same, but there are a lot of extra options available with this app named as Hail, while Shappky is also not bad. So you have the option, you can use both. Obviously not, don't use both at the same time. In this case, I'm just showing you, that's what I'm using right now. But if you want to use any one of those, make sure to use one and then use second one in case you're not satisfied with the one. Then you can use this thing. Next one in this list is Rboard Theme Manager, and it's not a new app, it's not a unique app. All these apps I'm sharing with you aren't the unique ones, aren't the new ones, but useful ones, and definitely in 2025 you can check that out. This Rboard Theme Manager, as you can see, the name tells you Theme Manager, so you can theme your default Google Keyboard app. Even if your Google Keyboard is not the default one, you can set it by default easily. There are a lot of theming options available. One of my favorite is always this cyberpunk theme, which is, in this case, I'm using this AMOLED one. If I click on this, click on apply, it's done. And I can use this thing on my device. In this case, as you can see, AOSP keyboard, but if I move on to Google Keyboard, because this theme works with Google Keyboard only. So if your device have the Google Keyboard available, it's good. If it is not, then make sure to install Gboard and then it will work for you. And also one more thing, if it is not working well for you, you also have the option to use it as a Magisk module. So it's optional, it's completely up to you. In this case, it works without even without actually installing Magisk module. In this case, there are a lot of other options available too, which you can go and explore, and quite easy, quite useful thing. Not a feature kind of thing, but very useful thing in the terms of customization and so on. Last but not the least, the app name is KSU Web UI. It is also not for everyone, but for most of the users, it might be useful. For example, if you have installed Gydisk, if you're using Integrity Box, if you're using some of the modules which has the Web UI, because Magisk does not support Web UI. In that scenario, KSU Web UI is the best one out there. And as far as I know, there is no other app that exists for this one. We have this MMRL named as Magisk Modules Repo Loader that also works good, but this one is actually quite fine. Like, Magisk does not have the option to enable some things. You do not have the option for those Web UI, so that's why KSU Web UI is just so good. So all these 5 apps links are available in the description. Hope you like this video. If you like this, make sure to drop a like, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care.